In this week's video, I'm going to share a very controversial opinion of mine, but I believe that it's very important, and I really ask that you hear me out for this video. Lately, over the past weeks, months, and years, I have been seeing a lot of these bumper stickers on cars that say, "You are enough." Now, these bumper stickers might seem harmless. You might think that they have a good message. You might think that they help, perhaps with mental health or suicide or things like that. But the "You are enough" message is complete heresy, and it's very, very bad and very dangerous, and is one of the worst things for a young person, especially for a young man, to acknowledge and to believe in. So this is pretty complicated, and to really understand what's going on here, we have to go back about 50 years. There's been a 50-year-long, roughly, experiment that has been conducted. It began in the 1970s. The education system in the schools had this idea that if they constantly praise and uplift and worship children, that it will increase workplace motivation. It will create more motivated and industrious workers, and it will boost American industry, and it will really boost the economy because we're going to have more motivated workforces. Their idea, clearly, as everybody who lives in the modern age knows, was a complete failure. Actually, what happened is now all of the kids that grew up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s are now all adults. And we can say for sure that they actually lack motivation. They lack desire to learn and improve. They lack curiosity. They're extremely stubborn. They are unable and unwilling to accept criticism. They are self-focused narcissists. They are completely inwardly focused, and more importantly than anything, they don't want to work, and they won't work because nobody is praising them for it. They get their first job, they work their first day, and they're sitting there confused because nobody is giving them worship and praise like they got when they were in kindergarten and first grade and all throughout school. Now, all generations suffer with this, of course, but it is particularly palpable and noticeable in the Gen Z generation. I'm sure that many people who may stumble across this video, I'm sure that you can agree that if you have met and spoken with any Gen Zers, you will notice that they are very keen and very excited to tell you all about themselves. They will talk about themselves for 6 hours. They will tell you 100 interesting facts about themselves. And you can know them for months and years on end, and they will never once ask you a single question about you. They will never ask your opinion on anything. It's all about them. They are completely, unbelievably inwardly focused, narcissistic, imploding, if you will. And this is why the "You Are Enough" movement is so dangerous and so bad. You see, a boy can only fully metamorphose and actualize into a grown man when he is able to scoop up a pile of dirt from the ground and say, "This is me. I am nothing special, I am unrefined, I am a blank slate." When they are able to surrender their pride and view themselves in an honest way, they can see that there is so much to improve on. There is so much to aspire for, to aspire to, and there are so many things that can be worked on, skills that can be learned, skills that can be honed, you name it, right? But if they believe that they are enough, and worse, if they have been praised their entire life by their teachers and parents, told that they are gods on earth, then why the hell would they ever want to improve? Why would they want to aspire to anything? And more so, why would they have any hopes, dreams, or aspirations? When young people believe they are enough, they think, okay, I'll just sit down, play some video games, watch porn, smoke weed, and do nothing. And they give in to complacency and mediocrity. And then, of course, they complain that they feel empty inside, that they have no purpose, they feel like there's no destiny for them, and they feel like there's really just no reason to be alive. But think about that pile of dirt that they picked up earlier. That pile of dirt is not just dirt. There are a whole host of elements and metals in there, and there is, of course, carbon in there. Carbon is necessary for all life forms on Earth. Many, many, many years ago, mankind looked at piles of dirt and thought to themselves, we don't accept this. This isn't enough. We want to improve this. This is a bad situation. This is boring. This is not beneficial to our survival or our existence. And through great toil, great hard work, risk, turmoil, trial and error, you name it, mankind has been able to turn that pile of dirt into a whole host of technologies, into towering cities, into all these incredible advancements that we now enjoy. But none of that could have happened if they didn't first surrender their pride and admit to themselves that they are nothing, that they are in a low state, that they have so much room to improve. And of course that they are not enough. The moment that you surrender your pride and you display a little bit of humility and admit that you are not enough, there is only one road presented in front of you, and that is the road of hard work, toil, sacrifice, risk, trial and error. That is the only way that your destiny will ever present itself to you. And when you see it, it's going to be a million miles away, and you will have to fight tooth and nail to even get close to it. And it will take your whole life, because your whole life you will never be good enough. You always have room to improve. Everybody always has something to learn, always has something to work on. And when we as a society start believing that we are all so amazing and we're all so special and we are all enough, then we die as a species and we collapse as a society and say goodbye to progress and advancements, not only in you, the individual, but in the world around us.